Some breaking news in the world of AI today as Claude just announced some huge updates and improvements to their large language model. And in this quick video, I'm going to be explaining what these updates are and why they are important. So be sure to stick around to the very end. So if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and my mission here is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. So if you have any thoughts on this particular topic, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. But now let's dive into these big updates from Claude. So Anthropic published this article today, October 22nd, that highlights all of these updates and enhancements in great detail. And I'll be sure to leave a link to this and everything else that I mentioned in the video description below. But before I kind of dive in here, if you've never heard of Anthropic, this is the company that owns and operates Claude. They're a competitor to OpenAI. And if you've never heard of Claude, this is becoming a popular large language model in competition with ChatGPT. And honestly, guys, I prefer the outputs over Claude 3.5 Sonnet versus GPT-4o, which is OpenAI's leading model inside ChatGPT, and it appears Claude 3.5 Sonnet just got another upgrade. So I'm excited to dive in and see what this is all about. If you look on Google Trends, Claude is gaining popularity over time. It's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before more people start to use this and realize its powerful capabilities. And it is free to use. They do have a paid tier called Claude Pro, similar to ChatGPT Plus, but it is free to use. And so if we dive into what these updates are, the first one I want to go over here is Claude 3.5 Sonnet. So they say right here, we're announcing an upgraded Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which delivers across-the-board improvements over its predecessor with particularly significant gains in coding, an area where it already led the field. And I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer, but I have heard from other people in my network that Claude 3.5 Sonnet was the preferred model for coding already, and here it's saying they got another enhancement. And I do like Claude 3.5 Sonnet for general use cases like marketing, content creation, etc. Just those types of things that I use it for. And they also talk about Claude 3.5 Haiku. This is a brand new model, as previously it was Claude 3 Haiku. So here they say, where's 3.5 Sonnet? They say Claude 3.5 Haiku matches the performance of Claude 3 Opus. Now, Claude 3 Opus was a pretty respectable model, in my opinion. Our prior largest model on many evaluations for the same cost and similar speed to the previous generation of Haiku. So it must be like a faster and more intelligent Claude 3 Opus, according to them. And if you scroll down, they have some updated benchmarks. Now, again, always take these benchmarks with a grain of salt. They are coming from Anthropic's website. But here you'll see what's interesting is they compare the new Claude 3.5 Sonnet to its predecessor, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And in all these different areas, graduate level reasoning, undergraduate level knowledge, coding. The big update here, looks like this one jumped about 6%. High school math competition, that jumped about 6%. Q&A, agentic coding. So again, it looks like most of these are involved in coding. So I'm not in that world. So if you guys are developers, you are coders, try to test this out and let me know in the comments below. Is this such a great improvement like Anthropic is boasting about here? But same with Claude 3.5 Haiku. I mean, you can look at some of the reasoning stuff here, compare it to like a GPT-4o mini, which is kind of OpenAI's smaller language model that's really inexpensive to use. It is outperforming them in a lot of areas here as well. But again, that is the really big update here is Claude 3.5 Sonnet and Claude 3.5 Haiku, which were already respectable language models, just got big updates. Now, in addition to these language model enhancements, the biggest update here, in my opinion, is what's called computer use. They call this a groundbreaking new capability in public beta, and I completely agree. This is the first time we've seen anything like this. And really what this is it says right here, developers can direct Claude to use computers the way people do, by looking at a screen, moving a cursor, clicking buttons, and typing text. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the first frontier AI model to offer computer use in public beta. It's still experimental, so I'm not sure if this is going to be released to the actual public. It's in beta mode. Maybe it's for enterprise users right now, certain testers. I'm not sure free users will get access to this. But as I keep rambling on, they have a video of actually a real-world demo of what this looks like. So I'm going to play a little bit of this, but I'll leave a link to this YouTube video in the description and make sure you watch the entire thing. Now, in addition to these language model enhancements, the biggest update here, in my opinion, is what's called computer use. They call this a groundbreaking new capability in public beta, and I completely agree. This is the first time we've seen anything like this. And really what this is, as it says right here, developers can direct Claude to use computers the way people do, by looking at a screen, moving a cursor, clicking buttons, and typing text. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the first frontier AI model to offer computer use in public beta. It's still experimental, so I'm not sure if this is going to be released to the actual public. It's in beta mode. Maybe it's for enterprise users right now, certain testers. I'm not sure free users will get access to this. But as I keep rambling on, they have a video of actually a real-world demo of what this looks like. So I'm going to play a little bit of this, but I'll leave a link to this YouTube video in the description, and make sure you watch the entire thing.
So I'm Sam, and I'm one of the researchers here at Anthropic. Computer use is something that...
So watch this quick example that this guy does with this computer use using
We're
Claude
gonna
3.5 Sonnet.
We're going to be going through a quick demo today. In this fictional demo, a customer, in this case the Ant Equipment Company, has come to us and asked us to fill out a vendor request form. The data I need to fill out this form is scattered in various places on my computer. What we're going to do is ask Claude to look at the spreadsheet, check if Ant Equipment is in there, and if not, move over to the CRM and try and find some more information there. Once it has this data, Claude's going to then fill out the form for us and hopefully transfer the information across to the vendor form. The first thing that's going to happen is Claude's going to start taking screenshots of my screen and quickly realizes that the Ant Equipment Company isn't actually in the spreadsheet. So the first thing it does is it swaps over to a CRM and searches for the company we're interested in.
So I just want to make sure you guys digested that really quickly. Basically what Claude did is it noticed that that particular company wasn't in the spreadsheet, and so it took the initiative to look for that company in the CRM and find all the applicable details that it needs to complete this task. That's a pretty crazy advancement in my opinion. So let's continue and see what's going on.
Luckily, we get a search match, and Claude then starts scrolling through the page, looking for all the information it needs to fill out this form.
So now what Claude is doing is it's taking all of this data within that CRM, and I believe it's going to take the data and put it back onto the spreadsheet. So let's see if that's what it does.
Claude then autonomously starts transferring the information across without me having to do anything, and goes through the steps and fills out all the information needed. And then submits the form. This example is representative of a lot of drudge work that people have to do. This is available in the API. We're excited for people.
Wow. Very groundbreaking stuff. Think about all the mundane tasks involving data entry for things like that. And now Claude can do that with what's called this computer use using Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Honestly, guys, that just think about all the jobs that could replace just doing that quick demo of what he just showed. But I'm not going to get into it anymore here. You guys can watch that video and kind of read the rest of this article for more details. But again, really big news here and some huge updates coming from Claude. Appreciate you if you've made it this far into the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, this is Ryan. If you found value, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.